Films producer, Mark Gunslinger, director, I should say, and producer Krista-KTVU. Welcome, both of you. Thanks for coming in. You know, Jack O'Neill's funny, one of the lines in there, he says, we were the rebels, kind of the outcasts. No one ever wanted to go down to Ocean Beach. When did that first start popping up, the surfing in San Francisco?
Well, it started in the 40s at Ocean Beach. A little down the coast in Pacifica, it started in the late 30s. So we just thought, you know, the surf scene here has been around longer than the 49ers, the Giants, the Warriors. So we wanted to give a little shout out to our people in our sport.
And Krista, some of the footage, where did you get your hands on some of this video?
Well, it was a big community effort for a lot of it. We found people that wanted to donate images that they had that were stored in their closets, gathering dust, and the whole community really helped us out a lot. It took many years to make this, and a lot of that was actually looking for footage and photographs that we knew existed.
So to go back to kind of Jack O'Neill's comment, I mean, people going down to Ocean Beach, you know, they were looked at a little bit differently in those early decades, right?
Yeah, I mean, to be a surfer in the 40s or 50s was definitely out of the mainstream. It was something that most of them were considered bums, beach bums. That's what they called them. So it wasn't something that was popular. It was definitely out of the mainstream.
And where has it gone over the decades until where we are today, Krista?
Oh, it's so crowded out there now. Everyone's doing it, and you know, there's a broad appeal to our film, hopefully, because people are interested in San Francisco all over the world, and surfing has become so much more popular. And we really want to educate people about the lineage and the history of this sport. That's a lot easier to do now because of wetsuits and because of technology and checking cameras online, and it's very different from what these guys were doing.
You talk about the education, and what did you learn by being involved in this project?
I wouldn't even know where to start so much. I'm just so blessed to have met all these great legends, many of them that are not with us anymore, and we're very happy that we got to tell their stories. And these guys lived great, full lives and really paved the way for a lot of people nowadays.
What about for you, Mark? What is one thing that doing this project, doing this documentary taught you?
Well, it taught me that, you know, the older people that got into the sport early they were tough people. They were very interesting people, eccentric. And if I've learned one thing, it's just that people that grew up next to the ocean have a real appreciation and a love for that lifestyle. And they take it all the way to the grave, and they pass it on to their children.
Yeah, but there's something special about Ocean Beach, especially. I mean, from Balboa down the slope. I mean, it takes a unique individual to go out there, to even get out past the break and surf this. And is that known around the country, or maybe even around the world?
It is, and on surfline.com, it's our surfers look at that so they can see cameras and see where to go surf. And they rate paddle outs. And the paddle out at Ocean Beach on a big day is like a 10. It's as tough as it gets. All the current coming in and out of the bay, there's trillions of gallons of water being displaced between the high and low tide. So when you surf at Ocean Beach, you're in the current and you're just moving. You can swim against it all you want and still lose ground. So it's very challenging, and the water's cold. It's a very, very challenging place to surf.
You talk about the past in the documentary a lot, but what about the future, you think, Krista? For surfing in San Francisco, what's that look like?
Well, we're very unique here because of the cold water. It does weed out a lot of people. People say, oh, I love to surf in Hawaii, but here it's just too cold, too challenging.
Even with the wetsuit.
Yeah, so maybe with global warming it'll start looking more like Hawaii. But
the state of surfing in San Francisco today, what would you say?
I think it's become a lot more popular, and yeah, it's becoming more of a surf destination. Mavericks also, the big wave in Half Moon Bay, drew a lot of people in, and now people are starting to sort of discover that on good days at Ocean Beach, it's amazing. So,
do you guys still get out? Do you guys get out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Today?
Not today.
Maybe later today.
We're here today. We're working today.
Mark Gunslinger, Krista-KTVU, congratulations. And now it's on Amazon Prime for you to view. Great Highway Journey to the Soul of San Francisco Surfing. We'll be right back after the break.
Across the USA, then everybody be surfing. passed, we couldn't keep her house.